I hope we have a decision soon. That's all I'm gonna say. But we trending in the right way.
I think
For
this
sure.
thing gonna get done.
I think so.
It'll be a good fight. Good fight.
With each passing day, the boxing world grows more eager for news of the rematch, and now, Lamont Roach has surprisingly shared new details about it. In a recent appearance on an episode of the All the Smoke Fight podcast, Lamont Roach revealed exclusive details about the highly anticipated rematch. Speaking on the possibility of it happening, Roach confidently stated that they are already in the process, hinting that an official announcement could be coming soon. He emphasized that his mission now is to face Gervonta Tank Davis again, and he's actively working on all the proceedings to make the rematch happen.
I'm trying to get this money right to see if we can run this back.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I ain't get the job done. I gotta complete the mission.
Straight up.
So, I mean, that's what we in it for.
Yeah.
That's what we in it for. So, that's what I'm on.
Man, when I watched probably like maybe three of your episodes. What was it called?
The Reaper's Tale.
The Reaper's Tale.
All odds against all
good,
odds.
man. Y'all did a good job with that.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, as the wait for the rematch continues, host Andre Ward shared his thoughts on Lamont Roach's mindset heading into each of his fights. Reflecting on his observation of him at the press conference, Ward noted that Roach isn't one to engage in excessive trash talk or bravado. Instead, he praised Roach's composed and balanced demeanor, highlighting that he's not among those who talk big only to fold under pressure when the lights are brightest. Ward emphasized Roach's calm and focused preparation, which in his eyes reflects a deep commitment and sincerity toward the sport.
In the footage, I'm like, bro seemed like his mind made up. You know, you see a lot of pump faking, man, and boxing, a lot of rah-rah. And a lot of times that stuff, man, as soon as that pressure hit, you see a different side. But I'm like, he ain't too high, like, oh, I'm about to, but he wasn't, you didn't seem like the moment, you know, even as the fight got closer, that's when it can start getting real. You 2 weeks out, a week out, you start seeing cats look different and talk different. You just look settled. Like, I know what I'm getting into, and he better know what he getting into. And it was like a balanced approach. And I was like, he got to show it, but like, he seemed like he ready.
But that's what I've been trying to tell everybody.
You were saying it.
In response, Lamont Roach acknowledged and appreciated Andre Ward's compliment, emphasizing that this has always been his mindset leading up to every fight. He stated that from the very beginning, he has made his approach clear. Rather than getting caught up in early hype, he prefers to let his performance inside the ring do the talking. Roach confidently asserted that a fighter's actions in the ring should speak louder than any pre-fight buildup. He added that his focus has always been on preparing at his absolute best, ensuring that nothing can shake him once the bell rings.
You were saying it the whole time.
I've been telling them. That's what people don't get. I've been trying to tell them since they announced the fight. I've been saying the same thing. I've been on the same path. The same path. He better be ready. Because I know what I'm coming to do. I know what I prepared for, and I know what I can do. I knew that the lights wasn't going to affect me. I'm not one of them, like, and I know people, like you said, people say what don't affect them and what.
You ain't gonna know till you get there.
You ain't gonna know till you.
Moving on, Lamont Roach also took a moment during his recent appearance to address his critics. He responded to those who claimed that it was Gervonta Tank Davis who gave him the opportunity and that Roach is now dragging him. Roach firmly pushed back against that narrative, emphasizing that his position is the result of his own skill, hard work, and professional growth. He questioned how anyone could say he's dragging Davis when he hasn't spoken negatively about him, not during the build-up, not at the press conferences, and not after the fight. Furthermore, Roach made it clear that his focus has always been on his own performance, not personal attacks. As for the calls for him to thank Tank Davis, Roach reminded everyone that he's already done so multiple times. But beyond words, he added, the real way to show gratitude is through performance, and he believes he did exactly that by stepping into the ring and delivering when it mattered most.
A lot of people is telling me some of the same things. Some people feel like, oh, he gave me an opportunity and now I'm just dragging him through the... How I'm dragging him? I ain't say nothing bad about you. I thanked you multiple times the lead up, after the fight. Like, I appreciate that. I did not say you was a trash fighter. I ain't say you ain't had no chin. I ain't say you was slow.
Nothing personal.
I ain't say nothing personal. All I did was highlight my own doings, my performance. How I'm dragging somebody, I'm only talking about my performance. I don't get that. And a lot of people in my comments too, oh, you need to thank him, you need to thank him. Oh, if y'all paid attention, I thank them a lot. And I thanked them in that ring with our performance. So,
in addition to everything else, Lamont Roach has now claimed that Gervonta Davis changed his phone number to avoid honoring a high-stakes wager the two made. During the ceremonial weigh-in ahead of their controversial WBA lightweight title bout, Davis bet $250,000 that he would knock out Roach. The two fighters shook on it in front of cameras, but Roach ended up proving to be a much tougher opponent than Davis had anticipated. Despite the outcome, Roach says Davis has yet to pay up. Speaking to Andre Ward, Roach said, like the betting that he was gonna knock me out and stuff like that. That didn't go too well for him. We bet and we shook on it. He changed his number. I haven't got that money yet. I tried to call him and I tried to DM him too. He changed his number. Following the controversial decision, Lamont Roach and his team filed an appeal with the New York State Athletic Commission, NYSAC, seeking to have the fight result overturned. However, the commission ultimately upheld the original outcome. Reflecting on the situation, Roach expressed that had the decision been reversed, it would have drastically changed the course of events. He pointed out that if the knockdown had been properly scored, it would have left Gervonta Davis with little to no chance of mounting a comeback in the later rounds.
Was that if it would have been a score to knockdown, there's no definite outcome of how Gervonta would have responded or fought with the remaining rounds to go. What I took from that is basically, yeah, we messed up, but somebody got to take the fall. And it ain't gonna be him. So, like, they owned up to it. Like, all right, we missed this. They owned up to it. It's like, but they just saying like, all right, we not gonna overturn it though. We're gonna, you know, apologize and give you your flowers, but you ain't gonna get what you want. That's basically what I got from it.
And you ain't heard nothing from the ref.
As conversations continue to swirl around a potential rematch between Lamont Roach and Gervonta Davis, Roach has confirmed that the odds are looking favorable. Offering a positive update, Roach revealed that progress is being made daily and that everything seems to be moving in the right direction. Speaking on the matter, he affirmed that they've now received the final word on the rematch, and at this point, there's no scenario where it doesn't happen. While he didn't reveal an exact date, Roach made it clear that they're aiming for the right time and are actively working behind the scenes. He assured fans that an official announcement could drop at any moment.
Soon.
Okay.
I hope we have a decision soon. That's all I'm gonna say. But we're trending in the right way.
I think
For
it
sure.
ain't gonna get done.
I think so.
I think it's gonna get done.
I think it's the only way it should happen.
Yeah. How many rematches have you fought in your pro career?
0.
All signs point toward a rematch being in the works. However, the real question now is when the fight will actually take place. According to several reporters, June 21st is currently the most talked about date, with Las Vegas emerging as the most likely location to host the bout. Still, with nothing officially confirmed, these remain speculative reports. Sports journalist Chris Mannix also took to X, formerly Twitter, to share the report on it. He said, a Tank Roach rematch could happen as early as June 21st in Las Vegas. Sources told SciNow. Both sides now committed to running it back. Amid the swirling speculation, Gervonta Davis's coach, Kenny Ellis, stepped forward to share his perspective on the matter. While acknowledging that a rematch between Davis and Lamont Roach would be one for the ages, Ellis dismissed the circulating rumors, calling them nothing more than internet talk. He emphasized that he doesn't pay attention to such speculation and stressed that until an official statement is released by either fighter's camp, everything should be treated as just rumors. Ellis further clarified that no official date or venue has been confirmed yet, but expressed optimism that an announcement will be made very soon.
It'll be a good fight. Good fight.
There were like some rumors saying that June 21st, T-Mobile Arena in Vegas.
I haven't heard anything, you know. I don't pay that stuff no mind unless certain people post it, you know.
Yeah.
Certain networks, certain people, and once they post it, then it's on. But other than that, it's just the internet talking. You know, what I mean?
Meanwhile, as conversations around Gervonta Davis's health continue to trend online, his coach, Kenny Ellis, has stepped in to set the record straight. Dismissing the circulating rumors, Ellis firmly stated that none of the online speculation should be taken seriously. Addressing concerns about Davis's physical and mental state following the fight, he assured fans that Tank is in great shape, just as he always is. Ellis emphasized that any claims suggesting Davis is mentally checked out or struggling after the bout are completely false. In his view, Davis remains focused, disciplined, and fully committed to the potential rematch. He added that both physically and mentally, Gervonta is locked in and ready to go when the time comes.
Tell me, what state of mind is Tank now in?
Tank is Tank. He good. A lot of rumors, that shit you hear, don't pay that shit no mind. Tank is good, man. Tank is good.
Yeah. There's always rumors, that's for sure.
People on the internet make up so much shit, man. Tank is good, man.
As discussions continue to swirl around how the fight was judged, Ray Ford has stepped in to share his perspective. He reflected on how things didn't go in Lamont Roach's favor, despite many believing he was the one who deserved to have his hand raised. Ford acknowledged the mental and emotional toll Roach must have endured, not just during the battle inside the ring, but in the aftermath as well. He praised Roach for going into the fight with a clear goal and delivering a tremendous performance, noting that such effort deserves recognition, regardless of the final outcome. However, Ford pointed out the harsh reality of the sport. Sometimes, even when you're the more deserving fighter, success doesn't come your way. He voiced his support for Roach, calling attention to the difficult consequences of a fight many feel should have ended differently.
I mean, for him, I definitely think it was difficult. I would be, extremely upset, especially like with a fight like that, with that magnitude, fighting somebody that's, like a big star in the sport, and that's your moment to, secure your name and everything like that. And, when it's a fight where you feel like you won and it don't go your way, especially on that stage, it gotta be tough to deal with.
As speculation continues to build around how the rematch will unfold, Bozy Ennis has shared his perspective. He believes that both Gervonta, Tank Davis, and Lamont Roach will enter the ring with renewed focus, each determined not to repeat the mistakes made in their previous bout. According to Ennis, this mindset could make the rematch an even more electrifying showdown between two of the sport's elite. Reflecting on Davis's last performance against Roach, Ennis admitted he was disappointed, noting that fans didn't get to see the version of Tank they're used to. He observed that Davis seemed distracted or unsettled during the fight, suggesting something was weighing on him mentally, which may have affected his performance. However, Ennis is hopeful that things will be different this time around. He expects Davis to take all the lessons from the first fight, refocus, and return with the kind of dominant performance that could turn the rematch into another major spectacle for boxing fans. As the hype around the rematch between Tank and Roach continues to build,
I think it's going to be another great fight, I think both of them going to be different this time, because a lot of stuff that Lamont said he needed to do, he going to do this time. Same with Tank. I think Tank was something that's on his mind, because that didn't seem like this Tank that I know. He looked like something, he was worried about something, or something happened. I don't know what happened, but he didn't do what he normally do.
Fans and pundits alike have been speculating about what might unfold in the ring. Some say Tank's power will make all the difference, while others argue that Roach's patience and strategy could be the key to his success. On a recent podcast, Showbiz the Adult added fuel to the fire with some bold words, challenging Tank's previous performance and questioning his ability to hurt Roach. In his usual no-nonsense style, Showbiz didn't hold back and said, "Got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? Is that it, Lamont? Please say that in the second fight. Any questions? Got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? Like, don't you got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? Hey bro, be on that, because here's the thing, Tank never hurt Roach. Roach just waited, and Roach was squared up, but then turned sideways." Looking ahead to the potential rematch, Ray Ford believes it would be another thrilling clash, pitting raw aggression against refined skill. He emphasized that this rematch wouldn't just settle the unfinished business between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach, but would also serve as a another opportunity for the sport of boxing to elevate on a global stage. Ford suggested that the rematch could showcase an improved version of Tank Davis, addressing widespread criticism that Davis fell short of expectations in their previous bout. At the same time, he pointed out that Lamont Roach has every chance to solidify his position once again, with momentum and fan support continuing to build in his favor.
There's a lot of talk about them having a rematch. Do you feel like we will see a more improved version of Tank Davis and that a rematch would go in his favour?
Possibly. We just gotta wait and see. Maybe Lamont Roach might just have his number, so we just gotta wait and see.
Meanwhile, Lamont Roach has opened up about his mindset and preparation leading into the rematch. He stated that while he's fully motivated to bring out the best version of himself, that goal heavily depends on how his training camp unfolds. Roach emphasized that he's pushing himself beyond his limits, determined to show the world just how much he's evolved as a fighter. Reflecting on their last encounter, Roach admitted there's still room for improvement, something he's committed to addressing this time around. With laser focus and a deep drive to deliver another fight for the history books, Roach remains confident in his ability to come out victorious in the rematch.
I have to push myself a little harder if that didn't get me the win. And I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not gonna lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gear?
100% for a fact.
While Roach remains confident that he'll emerge victorious in the rematch, he openly admitted that he faced the best version of Gervonta Davis that night. Despite delivering a tremendous performance himself, Roach doesn't shy away from acknowledging Tank's superiority, even highlighting some of the things he observed during the fight. He noted that Tank possesses exceptional fighting skills that are often underrated. Roach also acknowledged Davis's incredibly loyal fan base, joking that the kind of support Tank has might just cause him some trouble in the rematch. He further emphasized that no one should underestimate Tank's fighting abilities, arguing from experience that once you're in the ring, anyone can hit the canvas.
I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same, and that's what people getting messed up. A lot of people talking down like, oh, he did it. Well, some, because he still got a super fan base that's saying that he's going to take my head off and damn near kill me in a rematch. But they like, don't get it. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight, a whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled him. So it's like,
while Lamont Roach has been vocal about his desire for a rematch in the near future, he recently hinted at some details in a clip that align with ongoing rumors. He emphasized his eagerness for an immediate rematch, revealing that he had already signed an immediate rematch clause following his previous fight with Tank, anticipating the possibility of the fight ending in a draw or a close contest. Roach assured that he's ready for the rematch as soon as possible, and when asked about a potential timeline, he suggested that July could be the target month for the fight, effectively confirming the circulating rumors.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we taking?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's gonna be soon. I'm hoping it's gonna be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July for sure.
Voicing somewhat the same opinion, on his latest show, Showbiz the Adult addressed the ongoing chatter, shutting down the speculation once and for all. In his usual style, he laid out the facts for everyone who thought the fight wasn't set in stone yet. He made it clear that the contract had been signed and the deal was already done. With his characteristic confidence, Showbiz said, "I'm telling you right now, I'm signed and sealed." What did you all hear? Maybe I'm missing something here. A few days ago, it was already signed and sealed. The contract is done, they've already signed it, that's what was agreed to, and it is what it is. And that's a wrap for today's breakdown on Roach and Tank's upcoming rematch. With the fight of the century on the horizon, it's clear that both fighters are ready for what's next. Roach is confident yet respectful, acknowledging Tank's skills while gearing up for the ultimate showdown. Will we see a decisive victory, or will the drama continue? Only time will tell, but it looks like July could be a month to remember in the boxing world. If you enjoyed today's analysis, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss any updates. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think has the edge in the rematch? Catch you in the next one.